Dan Wooton has attacked the Sussex Squad community, our family. He is coming for us all. And he has attacked our community, all because we have exposed him, all because we have covered all these criminal allegations against Dan Wooton. All because of that. Because we are vocal in calling out the abuse, bullying, and smear campaign against Harry and Meghan. Dan Wooton works for GB News. I call it GB propaganda. And there, they spread hate against Meghan on a daily basis on GB News. My family, on a daily basis. And this person spreads mis and disinformation about Harry and Meghan on a daily basis to line his own pockets. That's what Dan Wooton does. Dan Wooton and GB News. That's what they do, my family. And they are not alone. Even when you don't see Meghan, my family, the attacks even worsen. Even when you don't see Meghan. And when you do see her, still, they have segments dedicated to talking about Harry and Meghan, to attacking and trashing Harry and Meghan, who fled Britain more than 3 years ago. And my family, Dan Wooton is someone who is afraid. And he is someone who is now lashing out because he is afraid. The walls are closing in on him. And just now, I have learned that Dan Wooton has been suspended by the Daily Mail, Mail Online, after allegations emerged that he used an alias to secretly offer his colleagues tens of thousands of pounds in return for sexual material. My family, Dan Wooton had a weekly column, He had a twice weekly column for Mail Online since 2021. But my family, he has not been writing ever since these allegations about him were made public by his ex-boyfriend Alex Truby last month. And my family, in his twice weekly column, the only thing he ever did was trash Meghan. When my family, as you have told every single person who's hounding or harassing Meghan or bullying Meghan, like Dan Wooton, you won't attack or bully Meghan in peace. My family, before I continue, I want you to hear exactly what Dan Wooton said on GB News, my family, about us, the Sussex Squad, because I have much to say about this. My family, kindly, here is what he said.
The people who they have to go after, now let me tell you, I really mean this, because I've experienced it myself a lot. The people who they have to go after is this vile group of internet trolls called the Sussex Squad, who are their supporters. And they spread disinformation, vile lies. They are literally, the Sussex Squad are the most vile, vicious spreaders of disinformation and hate and illegal material on all of the internet. And that's their supporters. So I don't know where they get off talking about cyberbullying, Victoria. I don't.
Well, it sounds like they need to kind of bring it closer to home then, if that is the case. That is sort of one of the reasons that I'm not really on Twitter, because it is like...
My family, they were discussing, Prince Harry and Meghan giving out £2 million in grants. to the youth to fight online cyberbullying. And then Dan Wooton, as you've heard, proceeded to call us people who spread mis and disinformation. My family, how can someone lie so much like he does? You know, his comments just show the level of hypocrisy that we have become accustomed to seeing from people who write columns for Daily Mail and other UK tabloids whenever they write unpublished nonsense about Harry and Meghan. And my family, I want to tell Dan Wooton, the sad little man, one thing. Listen, Dan Wooton, you will not bully Meghan in peace. These people wanted to harass Meghan, harm Meghan in peace. That's what Dan Wooton and the other so-called role experts wanted. And my family, here is our message to them. You will not hound, harass, lie about Meghan in peace. You won't. You won't harass Harry and Meghan in peace. You won't spread lies about Harry and Meghan in peace. A guy who's writing for Daily Mail, who's now suspended by Daily Mail, talks about mis and disinformation, talks about lies. My family, Daily Mail has been cited as an unreliable media outlet, my family, because it lies so much. My family, even someone said this, that Daily Mail has mastered the art of running stories which are not true. And then the person who is now suspended from Daily Mail, who wrote vile columns targeting Meghan, who wants to talk about lies. Even when a story has nothing to do with Meghan, Dan Wooton will find a way to put Meghan's name on that story. That's how Dan Wooton is. Dan Wooton is the same individual who wrote a column for Daily Mail saying these words, and I quote, "Members of the royal family should be whiter than white." I'm quoting Dan Wooton's exact words for his column that he wrote for Daily Mail. At the same time, he goes on TV saying that what racism did Meghan experience? What racism? My family, as I've always said, I have never seen more hypocrisy than what I've seen in this unhinged coverage of Harry and Meghan by the UK tabloid press, by liars like Dan Wooton, who want to call us people who spread mis and disinformation, who wants to call us vile. Dan Wooton, all these allegations against you, it tells us exactly the person who is vile. And it's not us. It is not us. We have not offered people tens of thousands of pounds in return for sexual material like you have. For people to be filmed unknowingly, my family, having intimate relations. We have not done that. We aren't facing those allegations. You are. So Dan Wooton, stop calling us vile, because we ain't vile. We are not vile. We hold you and the others to account for all your lies about Harry and Meghan. And if you think that you're going to bully, harass, hound Harry and Meghan in peace, well then you are very, very mistaken, Dan Wooton. You are mistaken. You are wrong. You won't hound, harass, Harry and Meghan in peace will hold you to account. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, Dan Wooton. Make no mistake. And also, we, the Sussex Squad family, community, our global fan base, who saw the abuse and racism that Meghan was being put through by the likes of you, and called it out, Dan Wooton, because that's what we have done. Call out the abuse of Meghan, because we won't let you lie about Meghan in peace. We won't let you smear Meghan in peace. We won't let you harass Meghan in peace. We have the right, the freedom of speech. We have the right to say what we want to say. The power of free speech. We have that right, Dan Wooton. The right and the freedom of speech to say what we want to be able to say without fear of being targeted by you, without fear of being attacked by you, Dan Wooton. Because that's what you're doing on live TV, attacking us. Because we hold you to account. And Dan Wooton won't stop holding you to account. We won't. You know, Prince Harry, in his court case versus the Mirror, he said that if the media holds people in power, the rich and powerful to account, who holds them to account? Dan Wooton, we will hold you to account, and all the others who have engaged in unethical, illegal behavior. And will report about all these serious allegations against you, Dan Wooton, because we won't keep quiet. We will talk about it, my family. And ever since all these allegations have come out against Dan Wooton, I myself have been going on GB propaganda, tweets, and posting a screenshot of Byline Times investigation into Dan Wooton for people to see the person that he is, for people to see what GB News hires, people who lack morals, like Dan Wooton. So Dan Wooton, you won't stifle free speech. You won't silence us. You are a public figure who has harassed and hounded so many people, caused so much pain, suffering, and harm to others. Innocent women like Caroline Flack, Meghan, and many, many women. You've caused so much pain, suffering, and harm. It's high time that you are held to account for your actions, for the pain you've caused your ex-boyfriend, Alex Truby, for the man called Kevin Sutherland, who has accused you, Dan Wooton, of rape. It's high time you face accountability for your actions. It's high time you pay for the pain you have caused by facing justice in court. That is what should happen to Dan Wooton. And someone like Dan Wooton should not be in anybody's TV screens. He should not. He should not be on any TV screens whatsoever. My family, this is the person who invaded Harry and Meghan's privacy. This is the person who abuses Meghan on his columns for Daily Mail. And that is the person who says, we are the ones who aren't good people. Please, Dan Wooton, stop your insults. Stop your attacks. Because if you think your attacks are going to keep us quiet, are going to silence us, you are very wrong. You are very, very mistaken. You should be held to account for all the pain you have caused. And you must answer for each and every single allegation that you are facing in open court. That is what Dan Wooton must face. My family, he must be accountable for his actions. And we won't stop holding him to account for all the pain that he has caused. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, Dan Wooton. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, Dan Wooton. Dan, you'll answer for what you have done, for the pain that you have caused. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, Dan Wooton. It's high time you answer for the pain that you have caused to Harry, to Meghan, to Colin Flack. Dan Wooton, you must answer for all the pain that you have caused. And we'll continue to hold you to account for the pain that you have caused, for the harm that you have done. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, Dan Wooton. And also, this carnival of so-called expert called Ingrid Seward also came for us. The Sussex squad attacked us, our community, people who have just joined hands from all across the globe to condemn the abuse and bullying of Meghan. My family, because they see what's happening. They see the evil things that are being done to Harry and Meghan by these so-called role experts like Ingrid Seward. Ingrid Seward dared to call us out supporting Dan Wooton. And yet, the same Ingrid Seward was actually exposed as a liar who gave an interview about the Oprah interview to YouTubers before it even aired. I want to say exactly what she said at the time. My family, in the prank by YouTubers, the commentator, Ingrid Seward, said of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, at the time, before even watching the Oprah interview. Here is what she said, and I quote, "To my mind, this was an actress giving one of her great performances from start to finish. Meghan was acting despite not having seen the Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan." And that's the person who calls us, the Sussex squad, liars. My family, as I've said, in my life, I have seen hypocrisy, but not as much hypocrisy as I've seen coming from the UK tabloid press and the so-called journalists like Ingrid Seward or Dan Wooton, the sad little man. And my family, I want you to hear from beginning to the end. Also for those who are just watching right now, exactly the nonsense that was spoken at GB News about us, the Sussex squad. My family, please kindly hear this. My family.
We don't know what they do. Yeah. We don't know what they do.
Yeah.
We don't
Ingrid
know what
Seward.
they're doing.
Well, and can I just say, if this is genuinely initiative about cyberbullying, though, the people who they have to go after, no, let me tell you, I really mean this, because I've experienced it myself a lot. The people who they have to go after is this vile group of internet trolls called the Sussex Squad, who are their supporters. And they spread disinformation, vile lies. They are literally, the Sussex Squad are the most vile, vicious spreaders of disinformation and hate and illegal material on all of the internet. And that's their supporters. So I don't know where they get off talking about cyberbullying, Victoria. I don't.
Well, it sounds like they need to kind of bring it closer to home then, if that is the case. That is sort of one of the reasons that I don't, not really on Twitter, because it is like the dungeons of,
this Sussex crowd, I think I understand, because I've also been a victim of it, that they're quite a small group.
Yes.
It could be.
Yes.
I mean,
and
they feel like
what they do is they have
a lot of them,
hundreds and hundreds of accounts controlled by individuals to push a particular message, often one that is started by that odd little bloke, Omid Scobie. And I just think Harry and Meghan need to stop talking about cyberbullying, because it's their fans and their fanatics. So until they clean up what's going on with their own supporters, I think it should be
They don't
ignored.
understand
people
that.
sitting in a dark room.
Let's say that they don't appear to understand that, though. They've never talked about the Sussex.
No, never, because they love them, because they go after their enemies. Remember what they said about Camilla. Remember what they say about Kate. They spread terrible rumours about William online all the time. And I just find it really ironic, because can they really keep going on saying, oh, we're going to try and clean up the internet, when your own supporters are doing this? And when it comes to Harry, by the way, as well, I think he does know what's going on, Ingrid, because remember, he has this blind Twitter account where he follows everything. So he's not out there officially as Prince.
My family, once again, I have never seen hypocrisy, more hypocrisy than what I've seen coming from the UK tabloid press, and coming from Dan Wooton, who is now suspended from writing columns by Daily Mail, and also from Ingrid Seward, the woman who gave an interview, giving her opinions about the Oprah interview before it even aired, who wants to talk about liars. Wonders shall never end. Wonders shall never ever end, my family. And that is a fact. Wonders shall never end. You know, the people who have columns, you know, for Daily Mail, who spew poison, negative comments about Meghan on a daily basis, on TV, on columns for Daily Mail, my family, which they dedicate exclusively to attacking Meghan, are the ones who say that, you know, it's us who are the trolls. We are not trolls. We expose what these people do, their lies about Harry and Meghan. That's what we do. We call out Dan Wooton and expose what the media refuses to expose. All these allegations are against Dan Wooton. My family, that's what we do. We make people know and understand exactly who's talking on TV when he spews his hate. Someone accused of very, very serious allegations, my family. You know? Very, very serious allegations. That's what we do. Expose them. And we'll continue to expose all those who lie about Harry and Meghan. Because if they think they're going to lie about Harry and Meghan in peace, well, they are very, very wrong and very, very mistaken. And my family, he speaks about rumors about William, about Prince William. Dan Wooton, you're the first one of the first royal experts, so-called royal experts, to come up with that, you know, rumor about William, Kate, Rose Hanbury, about those allegations of infidelity that William allegedly cheated on Kate Middleton with Rose Hanbury. You, Dan Wooton, were the first ones to speak about that connection between William, Rose Hanbury, and Kate Middleton. It's you. It's you. And then, right after that, you got scoops about Prince Harry and Meghan. Even Prince Harry, in his memoir, spoke about this, my family, about the sad little man, Dan Wooton. I want to read you just that part where Harry speaks of this sad little man, Dan Wooton, my family. Here's what Harry said, and I quote, "We got word from Sarah that the Sun was about to run a story saying Prince Harry and Meghan were stepping away from their royal duties to spend more time in Canada. A sad little man, the newspaper showbiz editor, was said to be the lead reporter on the story. Why him? Why, of all people, the showbiz guy? Because lately he'd refactored himself into some sort of quasi-royal correspondent, largely on the strength of his secret relationship with one particular close friend of Willie's comms secretary, who fed him trivial and mostly fake gossip. He was sure to get everything wrong, as he'd got everything wrong on his last big exclusive Tiara Gate. Already Harry exposes him as a liar who gets stuff wrong. And that liar says that we are the ones who are liars. Utter hypocrisy coming from sad little man Dan Wooton. My family. Harry then said this. He was equally sure to cram his story into the paper as fast as possible because he was likely working in concert with the palace, whose courtiers were determined to get ahead of us and spin the story. We did not want that. We did not want anyone else breaking our news, twisting our news. We'd have to rush out a statement. My family. Dan Wooton is someone who invaded Prince Harry and Meghan's privacy on a regular basis, my family, because he was being briefed by Prince William's people, as you've heard from Harry himself. And he got these scoops after getting dirt on Prince William. Dirt that William and the palace did not want anyone to find out about. My family. And in exchange, Dan was given exclusives about Prince Harry, That's what Dan Wooton was given. My family. And to this day, he does PR for William as he attacks Harry, and especially the woman that Harry loves, Meghan. So my family, someone like that cannot say that anyone lacks morals or is a liar, because my family, Dan Wooton is the biggest liar of them all. And if he thinks he is going to silence us, he is very, very mistaken. We have the right to free speech, the freedom of speech, free speech. And we won't be silenced by people in powerful positions. My family, although for Dan Wooton, my family, things aren't going so well for him right now. Things are not going well for him right now, because after Daily Mail suspended him, other media outlets began reporting about these serious allegations against Dan Wooton, which is something that Dan Wooton does not want, him being exposed. My family, as someone who used the alias of Martin Branning and Maria Joseph to offer people money to film other individuals, as they had intimate relations with them, my family. Some people had no knowledge of what was happening. So my family, someone like that is a sick person and honestly deserves to answer what he has done for the pain that they have caused my family. And also don't forget that Dan Wooton has been accused by Kevin Sutherland of rape. So my family, it's high time that someone like him answers for all the pain that he has caused, that Dan Wooton answers for the pain that he has caused. Dan Wooton, we, the Sussex squad, will use our free speech to call out people in power like you. Call out all the wrongs that you do, and you won't silence us. You won't. And we'll make sure you pay for all the pain that you've caused others by exposing what you've done, by reporting without fear or favor, without bias, without spin, about all the allegations against you, Dan Wooton. We will not be silenced. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, Dan Wooton. My family, now tell me your thoughts about what you've had Dan Wooton say about us, the Sussex squad. Him whinging, moaning, and complaining. We won't be quiet about what he has done to Harry and Meghan, the pain that he has caused them, the pain he caused the late Karen Flack, who took her own life. We won't be quiet. Make no mistake about that, Dan Wooton. Allow me to do some comments about this kindly. Because members of the squad also online have something to say about what Dan Wooton has done, the pain that he has caused, and also his attacks towards us, the Sussex squad. Now, someone said this, that it was just a matter of time before Dan Wooton tells on himself and his friends from the palace. It's so nice to know that they're aware that Harry and Meghan have human followers, not robots, like what William and the palace allegedly pay for to troll Harry and Meghan, my family. We will therefore keep Dan Wooton and all the other role experts awake at night for as long as they continue to go after, harass, hound Harry and Meghan. We won't keep quiet. We'll expose them. Make no mistake about that, 100%. Someone said that Dan Wooton must have tried to have something with Omid and he was turned down. Indeed, very true. He's obsessed with Omid Scobie. Someone said that this is too funny. The sad little man is crying and I love it. And we are not a small group with multiple accounts. We are many and we are global. They want to bully, harass, incite hate against Harry and Meghan in peace. They won't. Someone said that hate and lies met truth. And Dan clearly did not like it. Let him whine and fuss. He met his match in truth as the Sussex squad who exposed Dan Wooton's lies. Someone said that both those women are looking at Dan Wooton and they know he is full of BS and is lying, but they like being paid. They are 50 quid to appear. Indeed, very, very true, my family. 100%, my family. Hi, Harry. He said that Harry is on Twitter, and I hope that Harry is on Twitter, getting the last laugh and seeing all those who have caused him pain go down one by one, face justice one by one. My family. Someone said that, Dan is running scared now. Indeed he is. And he's also intimidated because we expose him and he does not like that. We'll keep exposing him. We'll keep covering the report at, from Byline Times and all the evidence they present to expose and hold Dan Wooton to account for the pain that he has caused to others. Make no mistake whatsoever about that, my family. Now, my family, tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed, kindly. I like to hear your opinion. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libertana, and Doria, Ragnar, and all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. God bless Harry, Meghan, Auntie, Libertana, and Doria, Ragnar, and all of you members of the squad at home. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. May Harry and Meghan keep thriving. And may all the haters who've gone after them, keep falling one after the other. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Sussex Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Sussex Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.